Howdy, partners. The IP Utility Safety Conference is hightailing into Dallas, Texas this October 22nd through the 24th. Register today at utilitysafetyconference.com.
We have a large and robust educational lineup with some of the best and brightest in the industry that are going to help teach you how to think about safety differently when you go to work on Monday. Curtis, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, super happy to be here. Super happy to talk and excited to be talking about the conference. We've been planning this Dallas event for months and have been lining up some fantastic speakers. If you're unaware of what the IP Utility Safety Conference and Expo is, it's really the premier event for utility safety and operations professionals. It's really honed in on those specific topics that make the safety challenges so unique to that profession. So it's a very specialized event where you can come and learn from experts and get some excellent take-home and apply knowledge to your safety program. Also, a lot of great networking events. We put together a pretty well-rounded lineup to give you lots of opportunity to learn from your peers and make those connections that are so valuable long-term to your career. And also, not to leave it out, a fantastic expo hall. This is going to be one of our biggest expo halls we've ever had. Over 90 vendors that have that specialized utility equipment that really is designed to ramp up safety success in your organization. Super happy about this event. We've got a great lineup, a great location in Dallas, and just the way we've put this whole event together, we know it's going to be a really rewarding experience for attendees.
Yeah, Curtis, I've actually heard, obviously, we're at all of these conferences, but I've heard some really good things and about some of the speakers that are going to be there. I have personal experience, obviously, with David McPeak, who will be speaking to you later about some of the sessions he's going to be involved with. Doug Hill from Consumers Energy will be there. He's going to be presenting with David as well as his own session. And Bill Martin and a lot of names, Brent Jeffries from Ecos. And there's a lot of really passionate people that care about the mission of getting you home safe to your family are going to be, really kind of pouring their heart out and teaching you different ways that you may not ought be thinking about safety. So I think that'll be really exciting. The other thing that, we want to bring up is, as Curtis mentioned, networking. We always do on that first night of the conference at 6 p.m. We do a welcome reception. It's a great time to interact with speakers who will be there, as well as your peers, folks from other utilities and municipalities, and you really can connect with them outside of an educational classroom setting, along with having good food, good company. There's going to be, we're going to be at Pin Stack this time, which will be a bowling and kind of arcade venue. So it really opens the floor to network and connect deeper with folks and maybe find solutions to problems that they're having that you're also having.
Yeah, that's really such a key part of the networking experiences. It's so hard to get into the same room as hundreds of other people who are facing the same challenges and the same unique challenges that utility safety work brings at their jobs. And some of them might have found solutions that they can share, or you might have the solutions that you can share. So we've this welcome reception, we've always tried to pick some fun locations. As Nick mentioned, this bowling/arcade location allows folks to communicate with each other and make those connections, but also have some fun along the way and just really have some time to unwind and really connect with folks. Throughout the event, we have several other networking opportunities throughout each day. We have networking breaks, where you can get a cup of coffee and connect with people. You get opportunities to meet up with the speakers after they present. There's usually time after where you can exchange cards and follow up with them and get some deeper answers to questions you might have. A few other things we do. We have our keynote breakfast, our keynote lunches have built-in time where you get to sit at a round table with other peers as well, and enjoy the complimentary breakfasts and lunches we provide while talking shop with your peers. So just some of the many ways that we line up that networking aspect that is so vital to growing your knowledge as a safety professional into the experience of the conference.
Yeah, the conference, for me has always been, the more through the years I've gone, has been a kind of like a reunion. And you get to see a lot of faces and see a lot of names that you're like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I'm going to get to see, Bill Martin there, or I'm going to get to see Danny Rains, or, it's really a nice place. We're all so busy in our lives, and it's hard to break away from our both personal lives, with family, as well as our work lives. We all know it's storm season and we get busy. And so it's really a nice networking spot, where we can all have a reunion and catch up with each other and see each other and see what's going on that's new in the industry to help us in our safety mission. So I look forward to that. Another thing that, I wanted to mention is, as Curtis said, we have 90 plus exhibitors. It is our biggest expo hall. And these are not only just physical products or services, there's a lot of great companies, and we really recommend that you visit with them. They may have some PPE solutions for you, some services that can help your business or your crew. And, we always, I think David even says, as well as myself, that you learn sometimes the same, if not more, in the expo hall, just by talking with. I mean, these people are experts in their field. They may not just be trying to sell a product or a service, but they truly are experts in their field and can offer you solutions as you network with them in the expo hall. So I invite you to come out and spend time there. And we also had rolled out, I believe, last conference, the first time, a unique prize drawing experience. We've always done a prize drawing, and the exhibitors have always done a great job of pitching in their valuable products and safety gear. But this time around, we're doing a passport. It's a IP passport. You go around and get your passport stamped by exhibitors as you talk with them and learn about products and services. And then you get a chance to win some really, really cool prizes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was involved with handing out some of those prizes at our last, passport name drawing. And, they offered me a unique experience to have some envy handing over some of the cool stuff we put. I was like, oh, I wish I could keep this, but I'm glad this person got it. But, oh, it's really cool. So yeah, it's definitely a kind of a great kind of double reward system. You get to connect with vendors who will, be that person to go to when you've got specific solution questions you need to ask, and you get the hands-on access to the products too. I mean, you all know, one of the challenges with some safety PPE products, especially, is if they're not comfortable, or if they just don't fit right or feel right, it's just presenting another challenge to expecting that end user to actually wear that product. So being on site and actually getting to try things on, to get them in hand, to see how those gloves feel. Can you move your fingers well? What's the new technology? You get to see it actually work in person versus just seeing, an edited video online. Being there face to face, getting hands-on access is really key. And then, like I said, yeah, the double reward is, as you're going through, you get your passport stamped, you can turn it in and actually walk away with some really cool prizes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that I did not mention, Curtis being vice president of Utility Business Media, he's also the USLN executive director, and USLN is always with us, the help desk for CUSPs. A lot of our folks that attend are CUSPs and are learning to further professional development and education in their industry. And so I wanted to, Curtis, give you a little bit of time to maybe talk about why you guys are always at the IP conference and what CUSPs love about coming to IP.
But yeah. First, I kind of want to talk about, it being, I have this unique role of being VP of Utility Business Media, which hosts the Safety Conference, Utility Safety Conference and Expo, and wearing the hat as Executive Director of USOLN, which is the association that manages the CUSP credential. So I take those two hats very seriously, and I put a very important barrier in between those two and how we approach offering a CUSP experience that is aligned with quality, with career advancement, with all those things that are important to folks who are looking to earn that credential. So what the USOLN loves about the Utility Safety Conference and Expo, and it goes back to something I said in the beginning, is that this is the only event that is really so tailored to our unique industry and the unique challenges we face. There's not a lot, I mean, there's so much safety stuff out there, but when you get into the utilities segment, the challenges are very complicated, very unique to this particular segment. You need those experts who can talk about something like equipotential grounding or flame resistant arc rated clothing, or those kind of things that are really essential to making sure you have an impactful safety program at a utility. So having that very tailored content aligns with what we want from the USOLN are, COSPs to be learning about as they're continuing to earn their maintenance points for their credential, because it really is lining so directly with what they need to do. I mean, substation grounding is a lot different than, some other sort of general safety event you might go to. So it's really key. It's really important that, that stuff is really focused on the specific unique challenges that our industry has. And that's why we're always there. And as Nick mentioned, we always have a team of folks there to help COSPs get their questions answered. We have a table there. We have our annual USLN membership meeting there. So if you're a member and you want to learn about what the USLN is doing, that happens every fall. We have a CUSP Q&A session of sorts, where if you kind of a roundtable session where you can come into a room, and we have Sean Talbot and David McPeak up there to answer questions, all questions about, hey, what do I need to do to appropriately manage my CUSP credential, or what kind of education is important for CUSPs. And so you have a lot of experts on hand to help guide you if you are a CUSP holder in making sure you're doing what you need to do and effectively maintaining your credential. So a fantastic event. It's the only one like this where you get 3 days of this sort of tailor-made education. So that's why we're so aligned with it on the USOLN side.
Well, yeah, we appreciate you guys being a part of it. Sean, our CUSP program director, is a phenomenal program director. She can answer anything. And even if, I should mention, if you're looking at getting the credential or you don't know much about it, talk with Sean, talk with Curtis. There's going to be board members there that are on the USLN board. Talk with them, ask questions, go to the round table, and find out why this credential is becoming a staple in the industry and a requirement a lot of times for that safety job. So thanks, Curtis, for kind of filling us in on that. It's an important credential, and I should mention, we do have CUSP points, so there's going to be 17 points for all the sessions for this conference, and there is a pre-conference workshop that I won't go too deep into the day before the conference start on Monday that David McPeak will be presenting. It's a 4-hour session from 1 to 5. There is an additional charge for it, but it's 4 CUSP points. So if you attended everything, you'd be at a total of 21 points. But I want to make sure that people understand we track attendance. We give you certificates automatically to your email that you register to the conference with that you can use for any of your certification credentials that you can present these to. They're based on hours of education, and it's something that we really pride ourselves on. Folks come and they show up and they sit in these sessions to learn and be a part of it. And we track that, and we provide you with valuable insights and feedback via a certificate that you can use to further your career. So I want to make sure people know that, especially we got a lot of new folks kind of joining every conference. So Curtis, where are we going to be? We're coming up, obviously we haven't kicked this one off yet, but 2025 in the spring, where are we going to be?
We're going to be out at Charleston, South Carolina, which will be the first time we've ever been to that city. We're really looking forward to it. We've heard it's a very charming and inviting city, and the venue we chose is pretty fantastic. It's got a conference center attached to it that's going to offer us a lot of great space to offer a really great program. Kind of want to circle back also to our Dallas location and just talk about why we like going to Dallas, because we've been there two or three times in the last several years, and it's really a fantastic place to go in November. You're going to get warm weather, great barbecue.
Yep.
Great barbecue, great music. I mean, it's a big city. It's got everything that a big city offers. You're going to get great restaurants, great music venues.
Well, you
maybe
know what
some
they say,
sports games
Curtis.
if you want to do that. And
You know what they say, Curtis. Everything's bigger in Texas.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And I know from our experiences past, man, I still have dreams about some of the barbecue places we were able to visit down in
Yeah.
Dallas. Yeah.
That's
And I
some
think
of
I
the
have a
best
shirt that
barbecue.
still has some of the smoke from one of the barbecue places we went to.
Yeah, I remember we did go out for some Texas barbecue with Kurt Moreland, and they had these giant smokestacks that were running 24 hours a day, and you walk up and your eyes are big, your stomach is just growling, and they tell you what do you want? It's all you kind of pick it out a la carte, and you think, oh, I want 4 ounces of smoked sausage and brisket, and by the time and they weigh it all and give you a price, and by the time you get done, you have way more food than you can ever eat. But I can tell you it's some of the best barbecue I ever had.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's one of those places where the barbecue down there, you take the first bite and you kind of get into that sort of trance. You're like, oh my God. I didn't realize food could be this good. And yeah, they always say smell is sort of associated with memory. It helps establish memory. I think just saw something the other day said Disney World pumps smells into their main street so people will remember their experience. And I
Absolutely.
had that, and I had memories of the barbecue down there. You get out of the car and you can smell it from 30 yards away. And you're like, oh my God, this smells so fantastic from this far. I can't believe how good it's going to be when we get inside. But yeah, definitely. I mean, Dallas is really, it's a great top-notch city, offers everything that you could want from a big city, a well-rounded experience. So if you have the opportunity to come down and maybe bring family with you, we always see a lot of attendees do that. They bring the significant others, or even sometimes the kids, and they make it more than just an educational setting, maybe a little more of a getaway as well and Dallas is a great destination to do that. So
Absolutely.
definitely super excited about this event, and I guess the only thing I have left to do is find the right cowboy hat to buy and wear down there.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great show. If you need buy-in from your company, we know you guys and gals are all busy, but we do have a justification letter on the website, which is utilitysafetyconference.com, that you can help to get management's weigh in to let you come. We also have group rates. If you want to send a group of 6 or more, from a utility, there's a $200 discount per registration for that, but you need a minimum of 6. And then if you're first time attendee, if you know someone that's coming and you want to come, they can refer you and you can get 200 off your registration. So invite you to come out. And then with that, I'll lead you into education, the main focus of our conference, and I'll hand it off to you, David.
Hello, this is David McPeak, Director of Education and Professional Development at the IPI Institute. Super excited about our upcoming IP conference in Dallas. great educational lineup. We have really excited to have a focus on mental health from the keynote to a couple of the sessions, talking more about the whole person. For me personally, I'm doing a pre-conference workshop on CIFs that's going to talk about all the way from Heinrich's injury pyramid up through hierarchy of controls and requiring direct controls for high energy exposure. That's going to be a really, really exciting session. I have the honor and the privilege of doing a presentation at lunch with Doug Hill that's going to talk about your response matters, and specifically as a leader, how we respond, especially to negative situation or undesired outcomes, how that can impact culture and relationships. That's going to be really, really good. And then another thing that I'm super excited about is my session, Win and Win Again, how to report and repeat safety successes. And something I don't think we do enough of is focusing. We do a good job on focusing what went wrong, but this session is going to talk about how to focus on what went right, encourage people to report that, to learn from it, make sure that we repeat it, understand why it was right. And I think that's going to be a really good one. Then Sean Talbot and I will be having an informational session for anybody wanting to become a CUSP. And as usual, Matt Edmonds and I will be doing the conference wrap up. So that's a little bit of my involvement in the conference. We also have some sessions, active shooter training, FR clothing, grounding, culture, human performance, huge focus on that. So I think it's definitely a diverse and impactful and very applicable for anybody in the utility industry. Just a jam-packed agenda full of great opportunities to learn, network, some subject matter experts, great lineup of presenters, and I am super excited to see you there.
Well, thanks for that, David. We do look forward to sharing the safety knowledge and networking with everyone. We hope to see you in Dallas. Go to utilitysafetyconference.com and register today.